Hi friends, Sam here with Happily Hook. So today we're going to be learning how to do a slip stitch surface join for blankets. So when it's getting into blanket season, it's going to be getting cozy and fall time and winter time soon, so a lot of people are starting to make a lot of blankets. I know I'm starting to make a granny square blanket. I don't know why, blankets aren't my thing, but I always say that and then I always end up making one. So I'm going to show you guys how to slip stitch surface join your granny squares together. It creates a super cute dimension to the way that your blankets look, and I just love it. It's super easy and I can't wait to show you guys how to do it. So I'm gonna grab my yarn, grab my granny squares, and we'll get started in just a second. Hi friends, real quick, if you guys want to join the coolest crochet community on the internet and join over 20,000 members that love yarn just as much as you do, click the link in the description below and I cannot wait to see you in our community. Alright, so like I said, today we are going to be doing a slip stitch surface join. So this is just to join two granny squares. You can, obviously, like, it's not perfectly straight, that's totally okay. It's pretty simple on how to do this. It's really just up to you to figure out what's the easiest way to do this. So this is the way that I do it, and all you need is whatever color you're joining your ends together. I'm just doing a different color so you guys can see the stitches, and this is Color Made Easy, so I've got a ball of the white Color Made Easy, and then I use this one, and then I've just got my J crochet hook here. So we just make a slip knot like you normally do and slide that on your hook. And then one of the big things with this is you want to make sure that your yarn always stays behind your work, since we're working with slip stitches and we don't want the yarn to come over on the front side of your work. So make sure your squares are facing up. So this would be the top of your square. And we're going to start in the corner. So we're just going to go into the corner and we're going to go into the back stitch of the V. So we're going to go into the back stitch, keep our yarn behind us, and then in this corner we're going to go into the back stitch. So into the back stitch of that corner. So now we've got 3 loops. We've got our slip knot here, the first back loop, second back loop, and then we just yarn over. And this is where it's a little bit tricky, is you want to pull it through all 3 of these without it like falling off or anything like that. It gets a little hard, especially for me. I don't know if it will for you. It might be super easy, but this is just the way that I do it. So now in the second one, we're going to go in the back stitch, and then this is where you want to make sure you keep that working yarn behind your project. And then we're going to go in from the top, so in the back loop of the next stitch, and then yarn over, and then we pull through all 3 loops again. So in the back stitch or back loop of the stitch, put your working yarn behind. In the back loop of the second granny square you're working, yarn over and pull through them. In the back loop, in the back loop, yarn over, pull through, and you just continue this all the way across until your squares are joined. So back loop, yarn over, pull through. And like I said, just make sure you're keeping that working yarn behind, because if you work over it, see how it like adds another loop there. So you just want to make sure that you keep that working yarn behind. I've had to frog plenty of projects using this method because I wasn't paying attention to where my working yarn was. And then it just looks like this. So it's a nice slip stitch join. And we'll just keep going to finish it up. And then we're in the corner here, so you can do your final stitch in the corner. And say you wanted to join these together, you could do it that way. Or if you had another square that you wanted to join and do like your blankets with your squares out, so you'd have 2 more on each side here, you can just continue doing a super long row of all of your stitches, or you can turn and work down and join them that way. It just depends on how you want the colors done. But this is how I do a slip stitch surface join. Like I said, there's plenty of other ways that you can do it. This is just the easiest method for me. So if you have any questions or any comments, just leave those down below in the comments for me. I would love to see your thoughts on this, if you guys join your granny squares this way, or if you have another way that you want to see done. Just let me know, and I'd love to make that video for you guys. And I hope you guys like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!